Welcome to the In English Coffee Office. Today is Saturday, September 13th, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, good to see you this morning. How's your week been so far? I feel like we've both been swamped with work lately.
Hey David, it's great to catch up. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic with 3 project deadlines looming. Trying to juggle meetings and emails without losing my mind. What's on your plate today?
Oh, you know me, always chasing sales targets. It's nonstop. But let's grab our coffee and chat a bit. I saw some news this week that got me thinking, stuff that might even tie into our jobs. By the way, how was your weekend? Did you get any downtime?
My weekend was okay, just relaxed at home. To be honest, I needed it after last week's chaos. Anyway, what news are you talking about? I'm always up for a quick catch-up on current events.
All right. Let's start with this one from Business Insider on September 12th. It's about the global economy picking up, especially with all the tech investments pouring in. They said things are looking up because companies are investing billions in tech to boost growth. Can you believe it? Global trade is up by 10% this quarter alone.
Yeah, I caught that article too. Actually, it's interesting how it's linked to better financial markets and more hiring. For us, that could mean more clients and bigger projects. In sales, that might translate to easier quotas. Have you thought about how it affects your team?
Totally. It's a big relief. I mean, after all the uncertainty, seeing the economy bounce back like this is great. They mentioned how tech sectors are leading the charge, with investments hitting $2 trillion worldwide. That could open doors for us, maybe more partnerships or even new tools for our sales pitches. By the way, are you seeing any impact on your projects yet?
Not directly, but I'm keeping an eye on it. To be honest, if consumer spending is up by 7% like they said, it might stabilize our supply chains. We've had some delays lately, and that's a headache. Anyway, it's positive news. We need more of that in the office.
Exactly. It's like a breath of fresh air. I was reading that part where they talked about how this growth is helping small businesses too, not just the big corporations. That could mean more opportunities for folks like us to expand our networks. Hey, speaking of tech, did you see that New York Times piece from September 10 about AI making everyday tools smarter?
Oh, absolutely I did. It's fascinating how AI is now integrated into things like email filters and scheduling apps. They explained how it's making office life easier by automating routine tasks. Actually, in my role as a project manager, I can see it saving hours on planning. What do you think about it?
I'm all for it. The article said that AI is in 4 out of 10 offices now for basic stuff, like sorting data or even suggesting responses in emails. Imagine if we had that. It would cut down on those tedious reports we have to do. Touch base with me if you try any new AI tools. I might steal some ideas for sales.
That sounds smart. To be honest, I'm a bit cautious, but the article pointed out how it's improving accuracy without taking jobs. They gave examples of AI helping with real-time analytics, which could be a game changer for tracking project progress. By the way, have you used any AI in your daily work yet?
Not much. Just some basic apps for tracking leads. But reading that article made me realize how it's evolving. They mention how AI is making tools smarter by learning from patterns, like predicting market trends. That could be huge for sales forecasting. Anyway, let's not get too techy. I don't want to bore you. On a lighter note, I saw that CNN article from September 11 about a big music festival making a comeback. It was all about how it's bringing people together again.
Yeah, I read that one too. It's great to see culture bouncing back after everything. They talked about how the festival has 5 top performers from different countries and it's streaming online for free. Actually, it's promoting unity and giving folks a break from the daily grind. Do you think it'll help with morale at work or something?
Definitely. Who doesn't need a bit of entertainment to unwind? The article said it's got over 3 million views already, with people tuning in from all over the world. I mean, it's like a global party. And that's just what we need after long weeks. You know, I might watch it tonight to relax. Have you planned to check it out?
I might, actually. It's a nice change from the usual news. They mentioned how it's featuring artists from 8 countries blending different styles. To be honest, it's a reminder that not everything is about work. We have to enjoy life too. By the way, how do you balance all this with your sales schedule?
It's tough, but I try to call it a day early sometimes and do something fun. Speaking of the economy news again, that Business Insider article also touched on how tech investments are creating 500,000 new jobs globally. That's massive for our industry.
You're right. It could lead to more collaborations. Actually, in project management, that means potentially bigger teams and more resources. We should stay in the loop on these developments.
Absolutely. And tying back to AI, the New York Times said it's helping with things like virtual meetings, making them more efficient. Imagine if our next team call used that. Less time wasted, more productivity.
That would be ideal. By the way, on the music festival, CNN highlighted how it's supporting local artists, with 10% of proceeds going to community programs. It's heartwarming, really?
Yeah, it's not just entertainment. It's making a difference. You know, in the office, we could learn from that. Maybe organize our own little event to boost team spirit. What do you think?
That's a fun idea. To be honest, something low-key like a coffee break chat about favorite songs could help. Anyway, going back to the global economy, the article mentioned how emerging markets are growing faster than expected, up by 15% in some regions.
Exactly. And that could mean new markets for our products. I'm already thinking about pitching to 2 new clients based on that. Hey, have you noticed how all this tech buzz is influencing our daily tasks?
Oh, for sure. The AI article pointed out how it's personalizing work experiences, like tailored recommendations for project tools. It's subtle but effective.
Right, and it's not overwhelming if we take it step by step. By the way, that music festival story had me smiling. They said it's the first major one since 2024, with 20 performers lined up. It's a sign of normalcy returning.
It is. Actually, I appreciate how CNN covered the social impact. Like bringing communities together virtually. In our line of work, that could inspire better remote team building.
Good point. We should try to incorporate some of that into our meetings. Touch base with me later if you have ideas. Now circling back, the economic recovery is what's really exciting for sales. They projected growth of 3% next quarter.
That's optimistic. It might ease some pressures on budgets. You know, in projects, that could mean more approvals for new initiatives.
Fingers crossed. And for AI, the article mentions specific examples, like AI assistants handling 40% of administrative tasks in some companies.
Wow, that's impressive. We could use that to free up time for creative work. By the way, did you see the part about the festival's environmental focus? CNN said they're using sustainable practices for the event.
Yeah, they're going green with solar-powered stages and all. It's cool how entertainment is adapting. Anyway, I think we've covered a lot. It's always good to chat like this.
It is. Keeps us in the loop without it feeling like work. To be honest, these breaks make the day go smoother.
Absolutely. Let's make it a habit. All right, time to head back before we get caught slacking. Have a great rest of your day.
You too, David. Catch up tomorrow if anything new comes up.
Sounds good. See you around.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.